You want to start?
Yes, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Brian Gibson. I am the proud principal at Lehigh Middle School, and I am so excited to be here today with my team. Today I have my assistant principals here. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves before we get into it. So we're gonna start with Miss Thomas.
Lizanne Thomas, assistant principal.
Good afternoon. Jason Plucker, Assistant Principal.
Hi, and I'm Vincent Lewis, Assistant Principal.
Okay.
Well, parents, we're so excited. We actually miss your students. We've been here the entire time trying to create a school year that's going to be great for our students. We really miss your child, and we can't wait till everyone gets into the building. We have been putting forth some great measures to making sure the building is clean and prepared for your students to return back to school. I hope that by now that you have taken the time to complete your survey, which is the last day is tomorrow, August 30th. It's important that you complete this survey because that gives us a clear indicator of what kind of learning model, instructional model that your child will be participating in while here. I have each of my administrators here who's going to each talk about a different topic to fully encourage you to have your child come to school or choose the best model for instruction for your child. Mr. Lewis is going to talk about the safety measures that we have taken to prepare for the school. Mr. Plucker is going to talk about the communication models that you have exposure to be able to stay in line and so that the school can be transparent with you about the things that are going on and to prepare you for your child, as well as Ms. Thomas, who is going to talk about the scheduling and things that we're doing to make sure that your child's schedule is in order so that we are prepared for your student no matter what learning model that they choose to do while attending Lehigh Middle School or Lee Home Connect, virtual school, homeschool, or coming face to face. Either way, we're prepared and we're ready for you. So we're going to start with Mr. Lewis, and he's going to tell you all the things that we're doing to prepare our school for your child if you so choose to come to Lehigh Middle School.
All right, so good afternoon, parents. So we've been spending all this time just to ensure that we make sure that the building is clean and we're making sure that all the classrooms are prepared according to the district guidelines. Now, upon arrival, if you choose the face-to-face model, upon arrival, all students will be required, and that's including our staff, faculty and staff, to wear a mask while in the building. Temperature checks will be done before entering the building. Students will also have to follow a one-way flowing system throughout our building to assure social distancing, and we'll also have signage placed throughout the building that will help assure that our students are practicing social distancing as well. For our parents, we're asking, we know that the kids have had a long layoff, so if you can, if you haven't started already, start practicing some of these health and safety precautions at home, being that it's going to be a requirement for them to wear a mask if they haven't. It'll be a good time for them to start practicing using one while at home.
That's a really good idea, Mr. Lewis. And I've been telling people too, we always hear that education, it takes a village. And this is a time that our parents, this is your part of it, parents, to make sure between now and the 31st of August, you make sure to talk to your children, teach them about the safety things, and I'm sure the schools will be providing information that you need to help teach your child to be ready.
You're absolutely right. We'll be providing that information as well. But in the meantime, parents, you could, if you can, just get the kids used to wearing a mask, get them used to washing their hands, and just talk to them about safety precautions and measures.
And I just want to piggyback and do a clarification. I think I said previously that it was August 30th that the surveys is due. It's actually July 30th,
It's
which is
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow,
That's
July
why
30th,
we're on
that,
today, to
that the
try to
survey
get
has
this.
to be completed. And I just want to make sure I had a clarification on that because I don't want parents to wait all the way to the 30th because we need that value information because that value information is a true indicator of how we are going to be able to plan and schedule your child for the appropriate instructional model that you choose. So,
And let me ask you something though. If I'm a parent and I did mine when it first came out,
mhm.
and I've been hearing things and listening to you all today, And I thought, wow, that sounds good. Can I change?
Absolutely. All you have to do is go right back into the survey and do an additional survey. And if you need some assistance with that, feel free to give us a call at the school. Each of us, including my personal secretary, is available to provide you with assistance and give you a step-by-step walkthrough on how to redo the survey to make sure that you are choosing the appropriate instructional model for your child. We are checking that number every day. We are adjusting our schedule every day so that we are able to make sure that we are being proactive and ready for your child to return back to Lehigh Acres Middle School.
And what is the number they can call here?
The number is 239-369-6108. That's 239-369-6108.
Thank you. And Mr. Plucker, are you ready to give us your?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to talk about some of the ways that we are communicating with our parents and families. So, this time, information's coming out every day, new information. So we're trying to get that information out as quickly as possible. With 1,500 students, we do have to utilize a certain means. So we are utilizing our messenger. So we ask that our parents get that information updated in Focus so that they can get all these information pieces out to you.
Okay, so if I'm new to the area and I really don't know what Focus is or how to get started, or how do I set my child up with that?
So, Ms.
So
Thomas?
actually, we are loading onto our website 3 tutorials. One is on how to register into the portal. One is on how to fill out the forms, and one is on navigating the parent portal, because it can be confusing. So those YouTube tutorials will be available on our website. They're available in Spanish, English, and Creole to help our parents navigate Focus.
Awesome. And will those items also, they'll be on YouTube? And what other social media do you have?
So, the first line is our school webpage, which is lhm.leeschools.net.
lhm.leeschools.net.
Yes, ma'am. That's the first place. But we also do have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter page, and then we do have the videos that we uploaded to YouTube for our parents and families. We do have an open house that we're going to be doing August 20th.
Okay.
That we're going to be doing virtually. We are going to have a video that's going to do an overview of our school and some of the programs. We're even trying to get a drone so that you can see the entrances and the bus ramp, walkers, parent pickup, and drop-off areas.
That would be very neat to have the drone kind of follow through and say this is what the way you would walk if
This
you were
is-
face to face.
These are unique times, so we're trying to service our families the best way we can.
And
So-
use that technology.
Yeah, and so for our virtual open house, not only are we going to have a recorded video, we're going to have our teachers available to meet with their students virtually with Google Meets.
Okay.
So, Ms. Thomas is working on the schedules, and students will have their teachers, and they'll be able to find their teacher and actually go to that teacher's Google Meet to actually see them personally and have the parents and families ask questions live right then and there. So it's not just a recorded open house. They'll be
It's
able to ask
live.
some questions of it.
So is that similar, and maybe that's a question for you, is that similar to what they will do in Lehigh Connect?
In somewhat, yes, because once their schedules are established, which should be live after August 13th. August 13th is our deadline for schedules, so some short time after that, they will be available to students. They will be live, and then they can see who their teachers are. And so Lehigh Connect is actually when the student would log in to a Google Meets according to their schedule. So at 9:45 when the bell rings, they just turn on their computer, log into their teacher, that is their 9:45 class, and stay in that classroom virtually for the entire class period. And then when that class bell rings, they would be done with that class, go to the restroom, go get their drink of water. They have 3 minutes, and then they need to log into their next class. And that would be how their Lehigh Connect day would run.
Well, that sounds neat. I remember when I was a teacher, and the main thing kids want to do is to get a bathroom pass in the middle of class. Well, guess what, kids? You don't need the pass. Mr. Plucker.